we go. Carrying on where we left off in, I always want to call it lothering. A lot of people call it lothering. Who knows? Anyway, so I think we have a Chanter's board. I probably said this last time. I'm really hoping in Felgard that we get the gifts thing back again. I loved being able to give companions gifts. It was something I really missed in Inquisition.
When are we going home?
Little boy,
have you
hi.
seen my mother?
Nope. Just bearded.
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Savage.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So,
if in doubt, go to the
really
chantry.
an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
I always forget the little dog statue things at the bridge. Look at them. So cute. The one thing, I've just been playing a bit of Inquisition just because I needed to get a few screenshots for something, and it's just when you come back into playing Origins or Dragon Age 2, it's so brown. It's so brown. Even the grass, which is green, is somehow also still kind of brown.
The knights have come through here searching for some holy artifact. Not one of them stopped to help.
Holy artifacts.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her? I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please
say what you want about the chantry.
But isn't he right?
And
the ban left us.
Justian religion.
We're going to die.
But I'm just looking at that priest guy. Look at that outfit with the sun and the eye. It absolutely slapped. They got their branding down right. The chantry. It looks so good.
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn. I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
See, this is the accusations are just also like admissions of guilt, right? This poor guy.
Are you calling me a coward?
I mean, I'm no dog's word. No, girl, now's not the time to be rude. But she says, gonna pick this on.
I have shamed my ancestors.
Like, yeah, like it's a really traumatizing thing that's happening
was
right now.
right,
Like the
wasn't
blight
he?
is spreading. This is a problem.
There's no hope for us.
But you know, as Gandalf says, there is always hope.
You're right. We can't give
Words
up.
of wisdom.
But we can't
Gandalf is
fight.
always right.
What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Hello, Templar.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Oh no. Pile of sacks. Some fancy tent. Some Marin. I misread that as some moron then, and I was
If
like,
you
ooh,
seek refuge
maybe
in
not.
the Chantry, there's simply no room left. So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer
As it
devotion
should
to the
be.
Maker, however. May he protect us all. The revered Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Yes, but we can barely keep order in the village right now. We have no men to chase down bandits. If you like, you can speak to Sir Bryant, but I doubt he'll tell you differently. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? In her office arranging for everyone to leave, I suppose. I don't think she's with anyone
That
right now.
is an
I came
impressive
to
beard.
ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Where? Sir Donald.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tairn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago,
Oh,
but he has
no.
declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
The music is properly immersive in like that kind of like chanty sound in the background, like, oh yes, we are in a church, no mistake.
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though.
Oh, never a good
Good
sign.
luck to you. And to you, Alistair. I hope to one day see you again.
And you, Sir Donald.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. A word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Cool, she's gone. Okay.
What now?
Oh, guess who that's for?
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall
Okay,
the
just for
Maker
the Black
return to
Fox.
the Black City in heaven. And then...
Lord Remy Vascal. That's the Black Fox is such a cool name for someone. Of course.
Shall the chant of light make it pure? Let all mankind be humble.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. You have not heard. The Tern claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the king's death. There is a price on your head.
See, he could at least
to keep your presence
own
a secret. That is the
what
best
he
I can
did.
do. Now,
But he didn't.
if there is
Not
nothing
much
else,
of a hero, is he?
for a Grey Warden? Yes, you have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over her path, O Maker. Give her light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else, I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else, may the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
You, miss. What is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so, but avert your eyes.
I love how
will
they
not
just
have you
made him
staring
muffled
over long.
with, like, to
Let's
account
get
for
used
the
to it.
helmet.
I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
It's terrible. So many come to Lothering seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? Is he moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this. The Chant of Light. Surely you know it. Perhaps you haven't heard these verses before. The entire chant takes weeks to sing and is only done straight through at the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. Here we can only sing a few verses per week and finish anew each first day. The revered mother presides over the chantry and Ser Bryant leads the few Templars guarding us. When the prophet Andraste was burned by the Magisters, the Maker turned away from his creations. We gain his forgiveness by spreading Andraste's teachings. The Maker will return when the chant is sung from the four corners of the world. Would you see someone's soul denied the Maker's light just for the misfortune of having been born outside the chantry's influence? Everyone deserves redemption, my friend. May the Maker watch over you.
Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
There's always the assumption that nah, it just
Yes,
it's
my
very
lady.
classic
Who might
like
you
religion, like yeah.
I am Ser Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? Then what might I do for you? I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims, but either way...
See, this is hilarious to me,
you
how
not
like
linger,
throughout the
though.
game, like
Just in
Tern
case.
Loghain is like, oh, the Grey Wardens killed the king, and very few people actually genuinely believe it. It's just like, you tried, because so you go to people like this guy and it's just like, oh, I'm a Grey Warden. It's just like, you're a traitor, you know, but I'm not going to do anything about it. And it's just beautiful.
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even
Hypothetically
think about such
speaking.
things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
Good man.
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
What a surprise.
In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. Tairn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I love that. It's true. How apt.
Now, unless there's something else you need. I cannot openly help you, I fear, but here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? No need, I will have it dealt with. Again.
Again.
Savaral, those
No.
fool bandits have returned. Take some men and drive them off and see if you can't capture that leader of theirs this time.
As you command, Sir Bryant.
Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Right, let's
Fear and
see.
ignorance.
It is over.
Nice. Right.
Delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
It's a nice vibe in here. Peaceful, despite everything. Right.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, My hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons. One of them's that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker. Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Cool stuff. Right.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Hello.
Hello, Alison.
Stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps. I would happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But you probably already know that. Sorry.
I like
Come
her
back
costume.
if you make some.
Traps are a gutsmith. Honestly.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers
This is why I
come through,
upgraded
many
everything.
injured or sick.
Well,
we
I
do
could.
our best.
In
but we're out of
herbalism and
supplies.
survival and trap
There's
making.
medicinal herbs in
I
the
never
woods
seem to
the
have it
north.
in the right order when I
If you
come
make a
here,
few
and I'm always
poultices,
like, I'm sorry, I
I'll
can't
scrape
help you.
together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Thanks. Why do Sten?
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from
Do
my
not
car.
seem a refugee. We're part
Your
of the army.
grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars. Enough!
Okie dokie.
Sit. Abana Kyun. Maras Shop. You aren't one of my captors.
Hello, my dude.
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Oh, these two.
No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill, though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Someone get it wrong every time. Right, first things first, let's go. I love the random windmill.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Here we go, bandits.
As you say.
Very nice. Right.
Wild creatures ahead.
As you say, it's begun.
Concerned for your own existence.
Yeah, that's right.
I am done. It shall be. It is begun. Very well.
Oh. Oh.
The task is finished.
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying. Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Right. We know where we need to go. Into the inn, where we will find a certain somebody.
Did you speak to that?
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble.
Here she
These
is.
are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Tern Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's
Rude.
make this quick.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop the
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap. The wardens led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing.
Really?
What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
See, I always forget playing as an elf how tiny they are. Why does Leliana look so tall?
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Or I was. I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate. They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf, but elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true.
It does, kinda.
I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people
There's
here.
still room for a
They are
smidge
lost
more.
in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Having a mage is useful. But I also do want, like, I always swap out dog. And there are so many of the landmarks I end up like, oh, I'll come back to that with the dog at some point, and then I never do. Let's...
Damnation.
Indeed.
Let's go with this for now.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell. A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food. You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
So, backing up there a minute. He sold his food to that merchant 2 weeks ago. I want to know what food he sold him that guy is now selling on 2 weeks later. Like, this is a time, I'm assuming, for preservatives. Unless there's like magic jars or something that like preserves food, but like maybe it's stuff like potatoes, like stuff that does like last a while, but it's still a bit like, sure, I will buy 2-week-old food. Okay. Right. How much gold has he got? Oh, it doesn't really say. Let's do that one. Trap trigger. Let's get a load of those. And dust. Elf fruit flasks. I think I can probably sell some of these. Right, we want to do
We have much to do and little enough time to do it.
poisons and traps. I got. Oh my god! Let's go back to our wee lady. Oh, hello. Right, where is she? Luthering. When I was typing up the stream information for this,
always say that though.
I accidentally typed loathing instead of loathering.
What's to do?
Because
I thought you killed them.
Constant mood. I too am filled with loathing. Hello, Alison.
Did you make any traps?
I did.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
Nice. Right. Then I need Miriam. Hello, Icon.
Had any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will
yes,
help
I did.
Many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Thank you. I do my best. As
Mother
a
says we have
refugee
to
boy.
run before the bad men get here.
It's true. You do. Sooner rather than later, I think, is the general, like, gist.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see.
She's a doggo fan.
You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous. No?
Aren't we all?
What is...
Like, honestly, who doesn't love food?
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Sten is one of those characters that I never really utilize enough, or progress that much with like his storyline. So the number of I just get caught up with like everyone else. So I've actually never really like learned more about like this whole story.
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger. The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are
We've known each other like
times,
2 minutes.
Your Reverence.
Like
With us, the Canary might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Sten. Oh, it's to, yeah, okay, I was going to say, is that not the wrong way around? But no, it's to protect the outpost.
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you.
No.
Me too. I lived with her after my mother died. Had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
You wish something more of me? I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
See, he says it like that. I've been convicted of murder, but he doesn't actually say.
The people of a farm hold. 8 humans, in addition to the children. Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed?
If you're
However I feel,
because
whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
he's not being specific.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Assumptions.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders. I waited for several days until the knights arrived. Because I wished to. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Compared to your kind, maybe.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
You wish something more of me. I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
I can imagine. We'll keep this for now. Sten can stay in camp. I know we're going to be meeting, when we finish at Lothering, Bodan, and Sandal, the two besties. I love them so much.
I shall do
Poor wolfies. Is this... It is sad.
Wild creatures ahead.
Are we there? It's like being in the hinterlands again. Oh my god, how many bears are in the hinterlands? Phew. That sun... Oh. Liliana. I always find the loathering quests a bit obviously it's easing you into the game a bit more, especially if you're playing it for the first time. But it's it's always a little bit of a okay, let's get with it. That's as my driving instructor used to say, let's make progress.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Cool. No quests right now. Where are we at? Let's level up. Alistair. More constitution.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I love Liliana. You can do no wrong with her. Right. Is that actually it? Oh, come on, girl. Is that it with loathering? Find the right goddamn button. There we go. Well, let's do no, I really need to get the hand of the buttons. Ooh. Yes. okay. It's time to meet our faves. Besties.
We done heard what was said.
No.
You're a warden.
You're
I don't
a
know if you
warden.
killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Enemies approaching!
Watch out.
As you say.
Look. I don't think any of you in a position to be fighting us. You can lie.
We have done well.
Nice try though. Cool. Okay, now for our besties. Oh, do we have some herbs? We have some more herbs. Elf fruit. I love it in Inquisition. Is it the Jaws of Hakon? When you're hunting down the old Inquisitor.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Here they are, lovely and Harding teasing about the elf fruit.
It shall be.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend.
Oh,
Much obliged.
best! I love both of them so much. Oh my god.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello. He is Dad
Road's
of the
been mighty
Year
dangerous these
every
days.
year.
Mind if I
Like,
ask what
oh my
brings you
God.
out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says a half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Let's get
It's
this mess
fine.
cleaned up, shall we?
He's just so cute. I love him. Oh, I always need permanent Bodon Feddick in everything, because am I at Luton? Right, I'll see you guys. We're going. The Banorn.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
That was really nice.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh.
What do you need?
Oh, love him.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me.
You're allowed to grieve him, Alistair. Like, you know, I know things are a bit shit right now, but...
Not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle.
It doesn't sound stupid. You've got survivor's guilt.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Yes, I suppose you must have. I can't even imagine, really. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little. I'd like that. So would he, I think.
We'll do what we can to honour his memory, because we all love... Hi, guys.
Good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec at your service once again.
He just
saw your camp and
improves
remember the kind offer that you made
everything.
the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Not inconvenient at all. I love how they just move in with Hawk and Dragon Age 2, and they're just like, well, we'll just hang here. And it's like, yes! Oh, no, I hope we at least get a little bit of continuation with them in Velgard. Like, we had those notes from Sandal in Trespasser, but I feel like even if it's just like, you know, a little side like note somewhere that's just like, oh, Bodan Fennec and is doing this, or maybe just a letter from him to, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's set, oh my god, what, like nearly 20 years after this game? So, you know, who knows if Bodan Fennec is still alive. He'd better be, or I'm fighting someone, anyone who decides to kill him off.
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Love
your friends
him.
are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. Old as he was probably poisoned or assassinated. That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it?
Of
That's
course.
what I've heard on the road.
Giving
anyhow.
Klingon.
Take it for what it is. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
And with your discount.
You call that a discount? Okay, we're gonna ditch the heavy chainmail. Like, first things first. Backpack, always needed. So if we've got the journeyman, we don't need the novice. This is why I always get happy when we collect when we meet all of the characters, especially when you meet Win, because like, how many bottles of wine do we currently have? We've got the Golden Scythe, wine, obviously ale for what's his face, Ogren. Let's stock up on health poultices. Oh, I'm out of money. Never mind. What is the spell word? Yeah, okay. We need to save up 87 coin, because
Hello.
Jesus.
The boy's a bit simple,
Hello.
but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... What was
He's
it
probably
now?
like an old
A
god,
savant.
right? Or something.
I had no idea such a thing
Or-
existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
He's
There
so
you
proud of
have it.
him. He's just such a like, oh, he's so supportive. Not a bad word from him. He's just like, my boy is absolutely amazing. Like, oh, I hope everyone has someone in their lives like Bodan, Fedek.
Enchantment!
You're a hard woman to
Hi,
find.
Levi.
Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention
Levy.
me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Can't say he ever did. I'm aware. I've never heard of you.
He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying
Sus.
on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan
it's cool.
promised that together we'd look into something important for the
We're doing
warden.
all the side quests, so
and
you know.
for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden back when the wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that. I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. A thousand blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Cool. Right. Let's do some gifting.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Right, I always need to get a gift guide. Gifts. Gotta make sure to get the right person, you know. I'm pretty sure the statuette is Liliana, but no, it's not. It's Alistair.
I could get used to this, you know.
Secret. He needs to not say it like that.
Interesting.
What was I saying? Yeah, Alistair is secretly a bit of a goth kiddo. Beneath it all.
Yes?
He likes his, like, demon statuettes and rune stones.
Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
I mean, not entirely by choice, to be fair. I committed murder for good reason. Like it was murder that needed to happen. Famous last words. But like it was either that or basically just like prison, right? Or execution.
Why are we stopping? There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises. No. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are alive, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. I am. I have always fought in war, elf. My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands. We do now. Somewhere else. No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate. You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. As you wish.
Right, where is she? There she is. I really appreciate that she's there. Like, I need my own space, my own fire.
What do you wish? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. There were nights when the wilds called to
sometimes
me. 'Tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well.
I played as a mage, and I did learn
smelled
it, but
as
it's
a
not
wolf.
something I
Listened
use as
as
much.
a
But it's fine. When we go to
proud
the Fade,
shadows that you
spoilers,
never dreamed
when we go to the
existed.
Fade, we'll
My
get to
life
experience
is as a
it
human.
regardless.
I am under no illusions to the contrary.
So.
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
I do.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I love the fact that they use that they call it like an abomination. Like, it's just the coolest word. I think your
A
abilities,
most
yeah, they are.
practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk.
That
Let us
she's
proceed,
not
lest the dust
like
gather
a gay
on us.
romance option is, considering what she like, is astonishing. Like, you should be able to romance her as a woman. And there's a wee doglet. Hello, doggy.
Oh, why, you little... Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Oh, he's been told off.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna stick with War Dog. Always Alistair.
Indeed.
And Liliana. Has it broken? Do I need to go into the map? Look, I just really want to leave. Okay. Have I missed something? Accept. Okay. It's bugging out. Oh look, it's Bioware dropping their big wheels of cheese. Do you know how many there are in Inquisition? Like, you're always stumbling across them in Inquisition. It's just, oh, here's yet another wheel of cheese. Right, let's... No, right. Wrong button. Come on, stop on the... I'll reload it in a minute.
Indeed.
Right. Bear with me for a moment whilst my Dragon Age decides to be an issue. This will do for now. I will restart everything and come back. So there we are. At least we've got loathering done.